We're going to run through 6 clips. The first 3, we're going to talk about how Nicolino drops, getting under his opponent's rear cross. Then in the next 3, we're going to show how Nicolino bobs under the lead hook. And depending on what his opponent throws, dictates which foot he pendulums off of. And that'll make sense soon. A couple quick thoughts. This was one of those automated responses Nicolino had in his arsenal. I believe he likes to start engagements on his own terms, so if his opponent happens to initiate, then he had a program playbook in place to defuse his opponent's attack. All right, let's get into it. Nicolino and his opponent's heads are over their lead foot. They're going to step their rear foot forward right here. Now, the difference is this. Nicolino is going to drop straight down towards his rear foot, while his opponent's going to push off that rear foot and throw his rear cross. And here's the interesting part. Nicolino is going to shift his weight to his lead foot, loading it to spring off and pendulum away. And one more idea to think about. He's penduluming off the foot closest to where his opponent's punch originated from. And we'll see that again. Nicolino drops and then pendulums. Okay, same idea. Nicolino will drop as his opponent throws his rear cross right here. And again, notice he's going to pendulum off that lead foot in the hole where that rear cross came from. And we'll see that one more time. Drop, pendulum. And one last pattern. This time his opponent's onto him. He's going to throw a jab, then follow up with a rear uppercut. And in theory, it should catch Nicolino because Nicolino's dropping and then shifting his head over his lead foot to pendulum. And so does it work? No. So even if you had the correct pattern, Nicolino was still able to evade. So that's drop to the lead foot, pendulum. All right, now let's switch it up. This time his opponent's going to throw his lead hook while Nicolino bobs straight down off that lead foot right here. And again, this is the interesting part. Nicolino's going to shift his weight to his rear foot, loading it to spring off and pendulum away. So again, he's penduluming off the foot closest to where his opponent's punch originated from. So that's bob to the rear foot. Similar idea. Now Nicolino will do a rear foot step, then lead foot step to his left, placing his weight on that lead foot as his opponent's lead hook comes. He'll bob down right here. He's going to shift his weight to his rear foot so he can pendulum away in the hole that the hook created. And we'll see that one more time. Bob to the rear foot. And finally, Nicolino will bob down off that lead foot as his opponent throws that lead hook. He'll shift his weight to his rear foot and then pendulum away. And that's all I got.